Live again. All righty then. Oh, even have people already in the chat. I haven't even just clicked the button. Caleb's here. Jesse J is here. Rack Dog is here. Good, good, good. Sorry I'm late, folks. I didn't mean to be. Just when you're asked to be somewhere at a certain time by your father. You be there at a certain time by your father. So that's why I'm a little late to getting started today, but I did put up an alert in my community tab. Sorry. That I was going to be late, so I hope you all will forgive me. Let's see. Nobody else has shown up, but I already got 2 thumbs downs. I've only been live for literally less than a minute, and I've already got 2 thumbs down. So here's to you, trolls. Good to see you are as active as ever. I bet one of those trolls is some jackass named what was it? Let me get this right. I believe it was Cameron White, who was trolling me and a bunch of other people on Uncle Lou's channel a few days ago. He's been blocked on here, so I guess that's the only way he can try and get to me is to attack me on somebody else's comment section. But hey, Cameron, if you're out there, go fuck yourself. Anyway, Floridian's here. Big risk. 2 of my watch buddies who will probably not be here very long because this will deteriorate into a anything but watches stream. Caleb, the spelling bee man, is here. Good to see you. Slim Shady Canes is here. One of my truckers. He must not be, well, hopefully if he's driving, he's being careful. Pizza Woman is here, so good to see you, Miss P-Dub. I expect Tiger Cat to make an appearance. Tiger Cat was rather active on my Messenger and on Facebook yesterday after that trial ended, and I expect she'll make an appearance here wanting to say something, and that's fine. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm cleaning my glasses, by the way. They were bad shit. I just want to put it out there real quick. I really don't want to talk about that trial up in Minnesota. It's a dead subject to me. I really don't give a shit either way. Great, they found him guilty, wonderful, all that. I don't want to get into it. I just really don't. So if y'all want to chat about it in the comments section, that's fine. I really don't have anything to say about it. I really don't want to. So, he was found guilty. Okay. Justice system worked the way it was supposed to. They had a trial. They presented evidence. The other side presented evidence. A jury went into a room, talked about it for a while, found him guilty. End of story. And that's as far as I'm taking it. Let's see. Rack Dog is here. Good to see you chiming in. Rick Sanchez is here. Indeed. God bless Tiger Cat. Tiger Cat is a great, great lady. It's Cat with a K, by the way. Rick. So, but Tiger Cat is a great lady, and she doesn't pop in here often, but I always look forward to it when she does. Mr. Milbank is here from the UK. Good to see you too, sir. Caleb, that's a good idea. When somebody asks me about that trial, I'm just going to say, got nothing more to say. Good morning. That's all I'm going to say. Shannon Mitchell's here. Good to see you. Oh yeah, Rick. Always good to see you, sir. Even though he and I don't agree on everything, but Rick and I have figured out how to disagree without being disagreeable, and that is a good thing. Yankees, Slim. I'll really want to talk about baseball. You can talk about baseball. I know very little about baseball. I don't care about baseball. Biggest thing I'll ever say about baseball right now is MLB spelled backwards is BLM. Take from that what you will. Sea Dog is here. Good to see you. My tech fan. Good to see you. Bacon and Jet is here. Good to see you. Let's see. White Glove Watches is here. Ironically, I was just wearing my white gloves a few minutes ago. I was working on a watch, and I didn't want to get fingerprints on it, but stopped working on it to do this because I needed to walk away from that anyway. Fitting a bracelet onto a watch is never fun under the best of circumstances, but damned if this one isn't making me a little crazy. Colton Prater is here. Good to see you. So what's going on out in the big bad world, folks? What do y'all want to talk about today? Want to talk about, well, I don't know. I'll go with it. Whatever you guys want to talk about. We have an Uncle Lou troll. That's always good to see. Uncle Lou's cigarette addiction. Let's just say goodbye to you, sir. Yeah, we're not going to do with that. So let's see. Yep, you're gone. Thank you. Don't come back. Mike Vick's here. How you doing, sir? Please try and control yourself out there, Mr. Vick. By the way, does anybody know why Uncle Lou was not on today? I didn't see him stream today. Does anybody know anything about that? Because I was hoping that he would give an update on the hotel thing for the Slob Olympics. For Billy Paws here. Good. Let's see. So if anybody knows what's going on with Lou with respect to not today, of course, yesterday. I meant yesterday, not. Yeah, I know Lou doesn't stream on Wednesdays. I misspoke. I don't think he streamed on Tuesday though. Yes, Slim. I mean yesterday. Yeah, he didn't stream on Tuesday morning. Let's see. Razorback fan number 1 is here. Yes, Shannon. I know he's not. I misspoke. Jesus Christ, folks. You're not listening to me. Yeah, I know it was on last night, but I was tired. I went to sleep. Was it his wife's birthday? I didn't know. Oh, okay. It had something to do with it. Has anyone tried to check on the hotel? I think it's called Riverside Towers. Has anyone tried to check on that? Because when BVD announced it on Sunday that was where the hotel, the official hotel for the Slob Olympic was, I was going to try and make a reservation for March 11, 12, 13, and it was $250 a day. That's ridiculous, man. That's off season for Pigeon Forge. $250 a day. I'm not going to go to Pigeon Forge for $250 a day. Has anyone tried to make a reservation at Riverside Towers in Pigeon Forge? Speak up. I'd like to know what's going on. Caleb, the place is called Riverside Towers. Like, you know what? Let me put it in here. I got the phone number. I looked on their website and they're listing it at $250. And Lou acknowledged that on Monday in the morning show. He acknowledged that, it was like $80 a night all the way up to like January or February of next year. And all of a sudden it goes to $250 a night. $250 a night in the off season of a vacation place is, stupid. It's stupido. So I'm not making a reservation there. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I raise it back exactly. I'd rather sleep in my car than get $250 a night. The place doesn't look like a $250 a night place. It looks like an $80 a night place from the outside. Now, on this kind of thing, all I require out of a hotel at that level is, the room doesn't smell like somebody died in it, and the heater works. In the case of being in the Tennessee mountains in March, I want the heater to work, and I want the place to be relatively clean. I don't require a hell of a lot more than that. So I hope somebody is working on that, or contacting them and saying, you guys are being stupid. I'll rent a friggin' RV and drive up there in an RV before I spend $250 a night in some dump like that. Forget it. It ain't happening. Rick, I appreciate that, but I when I travel, I like to have my alone time in my space. You know what I mean? I'm not a I'm not I'm not a good traveler to begin with. You know what? Yeah, thank you for hiding him, Caleb. I prefer my mods don't hide people. Leave that to me. Time them out if you want. That'll sort of alert me to take a look at why you timed them out. I'll make the decision on who's hidden on my channel, please. But time them out. That's fine. Don't hide them. But in this case, Caleb, I'll let that go because I would have hidden him myself. So good job. I have no idea why I attract these people, but okay. Colton Prater actually asking a watch question. I've actually owned both Seiko watches with both movements in them. I've owned a 6139 a lot longer than a 6138. I couldn't tell you a dime's bit of difference between the two of them. There is there's a website out there called Hub City Vintage. I believe it's hubcityvintage.com. In fact, I'll pull the website real quick. Hang on a minute. They restore, their specialty is restoring vintage Seikos. And yeah, I'm going to post the link for you, Colton. I'm going to post this. They might be the people to ask about here. I'd contact these guys, Colton, about vintage Seikos and the advantages and disadvantages of various movements and that sort of thing, because they restore those watches and sell them. That's their living, so they might be better to ask than me. Me personally, having owned one 6138 and 5 6139s, I mean, I couldn't tell you which movement was better in terms of longevity and that kind of thing, but they both seem to work very well. The 6139 is obviously a chronograph style movement, so a little more complicated, but I'd contact them, see what they have to say about that. Let's see. Okay, Bacon, I modded you, but that's going to be the last mod I add on the channel for a while. I've got a lot of mods already. I don't really need any more, but you've been here for a while, and you're a good supporter, and you say nice things to me. But I've got all the mods I need. So Bacon Ninjet's the last mod. Uh, yes, Caleb, you and Jesse did power bomb spiritual jerk off there. So good job, sir. Razorback Chess Hall announced after he did the traffic report on Lou's channel on Monday. He said he's taking a week off for reasons. I don't know why, but he said he's taking a week off. So he's taking a week off. He'll be back next Monday, I'm sure. I guess he's taking a week off, and he'll be back next Monday on the traffic report. So there you go. I guess he's gonna go hang out with his girlfriend, or eat more ho hos or whatever. I don't know. Caleb, I wouldn't book a hotel right now for the Slob Olympics. For one thing, it's what 11 months away, so I think you got time. And $250 a night. That's a ripoff. And we are going to okay, Mike, Vic, I appreciate the fact you hid the that guy again too, but again, I want to do the hiding. Just time him out. Yeah, same troll, new account. He's just going to keep coming back, so that's fine. But just time these trolls out. Don't hide them because maybe it's somebody we know. You don't want to hide somebody accidentally. Let's see. Jojo Bugs is here. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. Wait a minute. I got an alert here. Let's see. I got a PayPal. Hang on a minute. I got to call that up because somebody just sent me a PayPal donation, which I appreciate. I want to give them proper credit. Let's see. Takes a while, doesn't it? I got the alert, but the thing hasn't come across my screen yet, so I'll come back to it. It was, I think it was Rick. The name was Rick, maybe, or I'm not sure. All right. We'll get to it. I promise. Where did I leave off here? You're welcome, Bacon. I'm glad you do enjoy the. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. I really am. White Glove Watcher says they'll never understand trolling. Usually these are kids that are bored or is you Huffer Billy? Okay, I appreciate it. When the message comes across, I'll read it. But thank you, sir. I appreciate it. White Gloves, they're mostly kids that are bored. They find channels that are up and working. They're doing live streams. They jump on and they type, hateful stuff or, prejudicial stuff. I don't know. Some people are trying to get channels shut down by posting up, forbidden words and phrases. Or Lou had this problem for a while with his call-in show. People would call up and scream the N-word into the call-in show, and it would go out across, YouTube, and I guess they were trying to get, a strike against Lou and get his channel shut down. Became a big problem for a while until Lou, I think he implemented stuff that helps to maybe not prevent it, but slow it down drastically, that kind of thing. So never will understand what motivates some people to do these things, but okay. Caleb, I'll drop the link in. Don't worry about that. I'll get there. I mean, White Gloves. Why do I have 26 people on here, which is pretty damn good. So thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate that. I've got 15 thumbs downs and 14 thumbs up. So, the trolls come in here and do different things. They come in here and they try and post up garbage, and or they post, or they just drop thumbs downs and just try and screw the channel up, but they don't succeed. Let's see. Missed a phone call. Oh well. No worries. They'll leave a voice message. Chris is here from the Watch Lounge. Good to see you, sir. He says, okay, he's sending another watch to me. Is that one of the Discord tour watches? It seems like I'm getting a lot of them lately, but I ain't hating on that. So that's cool. That's pretty cool. Content, man. Content. I love it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, well, okay, Jojo, if you are driving, yeah, only commenting at red lights, yeah, be careful, man. Don't, nothing I say or do here is worth rear-ending a car or killing yourself. Jesse says, Papa Lou came in last night, said he was just supporting his son, and that's all. We all know what's going on. Leave it be. That's his own business. Okay. I understand. Let's see. Yeah, White Gloves. It's part of the cost of doing business when you live stream. You just get this crap going on. No, Mike, I don't think Lou was celebrating 420. I don't think he's doing that. Chris says, yeah, it's a dress style watch. Okay. I'm not big on dress watches, but I don't mind reviewing one. The last two I reviewed kind of, not so great. But, content, baby, content. Let's see. See if that PayPal has come up yet. Here it is. Okay. That is from Huffer Okay. Thank you, sir. He said, supporting the channel, you keep it real, with a thumbs up. So I appreciate that, sir. I really do. I appreciate it. And I always appreciate the financial support. So thank you very much. I always try and keep it real on here. I mean, it's let's see. I just got another PayPal. Somebody going to be nasty about it. Hang on a minute. I just logged off too. That's real good. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, well, I did get a PayPal. Let's see. It is from. All right. I mean, if you're going to call out real names, I'll use real name too. It's a guy who we've been timing out or hiding. He says his name's Bobby Meadows. And he says, first off, I'm not a kid. Second, tell your mods to leave me alone. I think he meant alone. Last night, Lou or Derek, whichever, said he is leaving his ex-wife. His dad called in and confirmed. So leave me be, SaleenDriver or Dane. You don't want these issues. Ask Carter and A-Bomb. Okay, Bobby, if that is your real name, we'll assume it is. For one thing, next time you send a donation, you might want to send it friends and family, because you just sent it over goods and services, which sent me your shipping address, your email address, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you probably didn't want me to have, but I have it, but I'm not going to give it out because I'm not an asshole. So, okay. So Lou is leaving his ex-wife. I know Lou has been married before. I don't know what's going on with him and his current wife. If he's, I don't know what's going on. I didn't. I wasn't on his stream last night, so I don't know about anything that Lou's father did when he called in and whatever was said. So I missed all this. I don't know what's going on for real. If Lou is having problems in his personal life, that's a shame, but that's his business. And since I don't know what's going on, I'm not going to comment about it. But I think you come in here to my channel and, beat Lou up. Lou's not here. Looking at my list here. Yeah, I don't see Lou in here, so I don't know what's going on. But beating up Lou on my channel, I think, is a little bit below the pale, and I think you should just leave it alone. It's not any of your business. It's not any of my business. If you want to make it your business, that's your problem. Not my business. I'd like it to stay out of my channel. So let's leave Lou alone. Now, if Lou wants to come on to my channel and talk, I'll drop the link to the StreamYard. He can come on and talk with me, and he can go on the record right here, right now, and tell everyone what's going on. And I suspect he won't do that because this is personal life stuff and not necessary. But I'm sorry that my mods have made you mad there, Bobby, or Bob, or whatever you prefer to be called. I'm sorry about that. So, mods, if Bob comes back in here with another idea or whatever, leave him be unless he starts getting nasty and personal about Lou or me or somebody else in here, in which case time him out again. But I would just say, if Lou doesn't want to talk about what's going on in his life, that's his prerogative. I think as his friends, we should honor that. And Bobby, if you're not his friend, or you don't want to be his friend, or you don't want to be a good citizen and you want to just rag on him all day, hell, I'll time you out personally. But I thank you for the $5 PayPal donation. I honestly do. I thank you for bringing that to my attention and explaining yourself. But I'm not Carter. I'm not A-Bomb. I'm not Lou. I'm not BVD. I'm not you. I'm not anybody. I'm myself. It's my channel. I'll set the rules. Thank you very much. But thank you for your PayPal donation. I do appreciate it. I saw something up here earlier. Let's see. Guy named Face. Haven't seen you here before. He says, I bought the Squally Honda just like yours, the green one on mesh. How much do you actually like it? I got to be honest with you, Face. I love that watch. I had it for over a year, but I did recently sell it. Somebody made me an offer on it, and I am trying to put money together for a bigger purchase, and I wasn't wearing the watch very much, so I sold the watch recently. But the Squally 1521 case style is I still own two. The Azul and the Lion Shark. I love those watches to death, and I think they're fantastic watches. And the Honda Laguna that I had is a beautiful watch, and maybe someday I'll buy it back. But if you bought one, congratulations, man. You picked up a hell of a watch. You really did. Mike Vick is talking about BVD getting stoned. That's an interesting thing, I guess. Caleb is singing. That can't be a good thing. Haas is clarifying. I think by hammered, they mean BVD got a lot of thumbs down. Well, could be the trolls again. You never know. Well, but Whack Dog, what did Papa Lou say that ratted his son out? Are we sure it was Papa Lou? I mean, but what was said? I mean, what do you mean by ratting him out? I mean, if you don't know facts, then you shouldn't be, yeah. P Digits, thank you for the super chat, sir. That is Lou's business. I mean, this whole thing, if Lou's got something going on in his family life, that's his business. If he wants to talk about it, that's fine. But I think we should respect his privacy and leave him alone. Caleb says people are so worried about other people's stuff nowadays. My goodness, man. Exactly. Razorback fan says people are so disrespectful. I don't understand why that guy felt so inclined to keep telling everyone Lou's business. I don't either. If Bobby is still here, maybe he could explain why he feels that he's so hell bent on outing Lou and Lou's business. I mean, Bob, if you want to do that, that's fine. But otherwise, I just don't get it. Albert Sancho's here. Good afternoon to you, sir. Mike Vick says, why did Papa Lou rat him out? I have no idea. I don't even know what he ratted him out about. Let's see. Jesse J says, can we drop this Lou stuff? Lou's a good friend to me and me too. He will make it public when he wants to. Life should be, yeah, I agree. I really think out of respect for Lou, because he's not here to defend himself or to speak for himself, I think out of respect for a man that I think we all call friend, I think we should leave it. Let's get his name out of our mouths for now and leave him be. P Digits wants to know when the next Swatch watch review. I've never done a Swatch watch review, and I don't plan on buying one or reviewing one unless somebody sends one to me. I'm not a big fan of Swatch watch, so yeah, never have reviewed one. Caleb, absolutely right. It is common courtesy. Um, yeah, you're absolutely right. Um, see, Sea Dog says Laguna is a brand of CNC machine. Yeah, well, I was talking about a watch, not a CNC machine. Um, no, Rick, I'm not. No, I don't expose secrets. I don't know any secrets, man. The only secrets I know are my own. Ken Spear is here. Good to see you, sir. Checking in from Pittsburgh again. Um, let's see. Hufferbilly fossil watch. No, I don't own a fossil watch. I've never had one in my hand, so I don't know much about fossil. I think it's more of a fashion watch. I'm really not into fashion watches, so um, no, that's not my thing. It really isn't. Um, Colton, no, I'm not a watchmaker. I've done some work on watches, mostly just strap changes, bracelet changes. Tried some bezel stuff, some case back stuff, but no, I cannot work. I can't work on watch. My eyesight is no good. I don't have the eyesight and I don't have the patience for watchmaking. I would love to have learned that trade years ago when my eyesight was better. But back then I wasn't a watch collector, so um, I wish I was a watchmaker sometimes. No, P digits. I appreciate what you're trying to do. It's a good attempt. Um, Jesse J is also trying to change the subject. He wants to talk about Braves. Yeah. Rick Sanchez wants me to talk about my life. Why? My life is boring, man. Come on. I was born alone. I live alone. I'll probably die alone. There you go. That's my life. Uh, Big Lee's here, our resident beer tester, who hasn't been testing any beer lately. Big Lee, come on. You got to do some videos for us. You got to test some beers for us. How are we going to know what beers not to buy unless you test them? White Glove Watches wants to try and change the subject. Which Celine do I have? I have a 2000 Celine. There's actually a video of it, several videos of it on my channel. It's a S281 with a transplanted supercharged motor, an '03 Cobra motor. I had to do that because the shop I was using at the time turned out to be a crook, wrecked the motor. So, um, yeah, had to change the motor out. What can I do? Uh, let's see. Uh, yes, Caleb, yuck. I don't like baseball. Baseball to me, baseball and golf are two sports, quote unquote, that are prescribed to raving insomniacs who aren't responding well to drugs. Razorback fan, what's for dinner tonight? One of my favorite things I'm going to make for dinner tonight. I love pot stickers. If you don't know what they are, they're Chinese dumplings stuffed with meat and vegetables, and then you steam them real quick, and then you pan fry them to get them crisp on one side, and then you have a dipping sauce, and it's delicious. And that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. Jesse J is absolutely right. Big Lee is absolutely right. You're slacking. You're slacking, man. You need to do some beer reviews. Come on, man. Um, Caleb, I assume the person you're talking about having trach surgery is your father. Yeah, how is he doing? I mean, is he getting any better? Is he? Oh, and Caleb, can you drop the link for the GoFundMe into the comments section, so that people who want to can contribute? You have my permission to do that, so please do that at your convenience. Also, I'm going to, if my machine will ever respond, I'm going to put the link to my PayPal thing in the comments section in case anybody wants to use that to contribute to the channel. Of course, super chat's also open. Only if you feel like doing that. Of course, nobody has to do that. I just appreciate everyone being here and having some fun with me. But definitely click the thumbs ups because I'm only at 17 thumbs ups and 15 thumbs down. So we got to get a little bit more spread, ahead of the trolls. So let's try and keep ahead of the trolls, shall we? Let's see. Where did we leave off here? Sea Dog says during the season, I assume he's talking about football season, you will see me drink a lot of root beer. Why? Sea Dog says root beer and chicken wings are a staple of the college football season. Root beer and chicken wings. Are you serious, man? Root beer and chicken wings? Oh my God. The amount of gas you must have in your system. It's amazing to me you got married. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, my brother. I'm kidding. Come on, man. Root beer. Razorback said, did Jesse J block me or something? I can't see any of his comments. Might have been an accident. Well, maybe Jesse J can check on that. Wait a minute. Caleb got blocked by the Google moderator team, and then he was allowed to. I do not understand that at all, man. I don't. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Got an alert. Wow. Jesse J chiming in on the PayPal side. Hang on a minute. Jesse, thank you very much, sir. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. He says he made a PayPal donation. He just said, love you, my man. I love you too, sir. I appreciate that, Jesse. That was most kind of you, sir. I appreciate that. Jesse J is a good dude. I do not think that Jesse J ever met someone he considered a stranger. That is a good dude. I wish I still lived in Georgia, so he could. And they deleted it again, Caleb. Caleb, try one more time to post that link. Google is killing that link, not me. I don't know why, but I don't know who the Google moderator team is either, Mike Vick. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go there. Okay. Well, I see the okay. If they kill that link one more time, I'll post it and see if the channel owner posting it makes a difference. But I called it up myself. So Caleb's GoFundMe for his father is a $5,000 goal, and he's right now at $3,119. So, and they killed the link again. Unbelievable. All right, I'm going to post the link. I'm going to see if me posting the link makes any difference, since I own the channel. All right, I posted the link. If the Google moderator team kills it, Caleb, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm sorry about that. You know what? If they kill it, I'll edit the description, and I'll put it in the description. They can't kill that. So let's see what happens here. Anyway, let's see. What do we leave off? Jojo Bugs. Well, that's the thing about being married, man. You're forever sitting there while she runs into beauty stores. I got two daughters. They keep dragging me to Ulta and Sephora and MAC all the time. You know, they want to go shopping, but only with daddy's credit card. So, but you know, hey, what can you do? Caleb says Google is controlled by. You're right, Caleb. But they seem to have left the link up now that I put it there instead of you. So because I own the channel. So if anyone is of a mind to do so, I put up the GoFundMe link for Caleb's father. If you have a wherewithal to do it and the desire to do it, please use the link to help Caleb's family out a little bit. And, every little bit helps, even if it's just a few bucks, because medical expenses are just insidious and never ending. And, what can we do? And Jesse, I don't know if you heard me thank you for the PayPal donation. I really do appreciate it. Slim Shady says, "How dare you try and defy your Google overlord?" I will try every chance I get. I just don't want to lose my channel, but I really don't want to do anything. I don't do anything on YouTube that is controversial. I don't think. I think they overreach a lot, but I like to have my YouTube channel, so I'm not out here to make waves, but what's right is right. Anyway. Let's see. I am going to grab the StreamYard link here. I'm going to drop it here. So if anyone wants to come in the yard, more than welcome to. I can get up to 6 people in here, or 5 people besides myself in here. So, Razorback fan number 1. Yes, I am actually banned off of one channel. And I don't want to say the channel's name because the guy has threatened me before. And if I say the guy's name now or his channel name, he's going to find out about it, because quite honestly, I know that a couple of the trolls that I have problems with are friendly to that channel. It's got nothing to do with college football. It's got nothing to do with watches. It's got nothing to do with cars. I don't miss the channel. he was a friend. And I definitely do still wish him well. His channel and mine have nothing to do with each other, but I have been banned off of that channel. It's the only one that I'm aware of that I'm permanently banned from. But I don't trust the guy not to try and take my channel out. So I'm not going to mention who it is, but that's it. So I got a couple people in the background. So I got Mr. Spelling Bee and Mr. Chicken Wing on a Stick.
Hey.
Wait a minute. There we go. Couldn't hear you. I have my volume turned off.
What's up, man? Hold on 1 second. I'm talking to the mother.
And I got Jesse J.
Raj 316 motherfuckers. How y'all doing this evening?
Raj.
I'm doing all right. I'm sorry. I want to say, I said it when I started the stream, but I want to say again, I'm sorry I was late getting started. I usually start at 3 p.m. Eastern. I started at 4 today. My father needed me over at his place. Nothing terribly earth-shattering, but he wanted to get this shit done today. And hey, when your father calls, you come. So got it done, got him happy, and just started at 4 instead of 3, so it's all good, right?
Yeah. Good evening.
And no, it's not camel toe, Mike Vick. It got nothing to do with camel toe. I've tried to go on camel toe and get a rise out of him. I went on full attack mode, and he never even, not even Pam C acknowledged me. So I guess I don't rate high enough to be kicked off of that channel.
I don't know what Razorback fan number 1 is. Brother, I never blocked you, son. I don't know what the hell that means, buddy.
Well, he can't see your comments, so you may have accidentally,
I don't know what I did. If I did, I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't.
Yeah, Raj.
Raj, I don't know what the hell I did, man, but if I did, man, I'm sorry, bud.
When you hover over Razorback's ID and click the 3 dots, does it say anything about blocking or unblocking?
I'm going to go back right now. I'm going back on the YouTube right now. I got to find it, though.
That's happened before on every once in a while, so.
Yeah, I'm going back. I'm going all the way back to the beginning and scroll down, but I don't see. No, that's the problem. If I did, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do anything. I might have hit the button on the. I might have accidentally. Hell, I could have got up to go get a cold beer and my mouse could have went off. I don't know.
Hey, is Big Dog Brett in the house?
Yes.
Big Dog Brett, my man.
The champ is here.
The champ is here.
Oh, man.
The champ is here.
The champ. What is up, Brett?
Yeah, man. He come up here to answers this weekend and brought his kids with him. And Keith, they come up here and hung out with us.
The biggest slob I know.
Yes. I don't even think he should have been allowed to compete because he's not a slob.
I don't know.
No, that motherfucker. No, he's the real fucking deal, man.
Hey, Slim Shady, how you doing, man?
I know a secret.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Is it about me?
I know the real reason Saleen has been blocked from a channel because he hasn't been a good Jew. He doesn't abide by kosher laws and he doesn't abide by linen laws. Ought to be ashamed.
Muzzle off.
Damn it, he found me out. No, actually, the guy who banned me is not
Man
Jewish.
busted his ass out. There he goes. Pulled it out. Pulled the rug out from underneath him, Slim.
I am far from kosher.
I still cannot find him anywhere in the chat. I'm scrolling down. I don't see anywhere I blocked him. If I did, I'm trying to figure out how.
He might be on your block list.
I don't have a block list. I never blocked anybody.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, Jesse doesn't.
I don't know.
Jesse doesn't have an enemy.
It's a mystery. Did you block him in StreamYard?
I don't think so. I don't know how the hell I would do that.
StreamYard has a comment section too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hover if you hover over an ID, there's the same 3 dots off to the right. There is an option to block user. Maybe you blocked there by mistake.
I have no idea.
I don't know. But Slim, do you realize if I was kosher, I would not be able to partake in some of the greatest food items in the world?
Oh yeah.
Crab,
Completely.
lobster, shrimp, scallops, honey cured bacon.
I'm about to say you left off swine, and then that's like number 1 on the list.
Well, nothing I like better than a good ham and cheese sandwich on a bagel. What's up, Mr. Vic?
It's Vic too.
Hey, what's up, Saleen? And
Vic, I swear to God, if you're in the bathroom right now,
You better not be taking another dump
If he's taking a dump,
or he might be dropping a batch back there.
Or
He might have
taking
seen
a
a good. He might have seen a good video on.
now
Somewhere.
wait a minute, Mr. Sanchez. I have done many, many, many bad things in my life, but I've never done anything bad enough that Pornhub would block me. So
yeah. If you get blocked, that's.
yeah, anyone who gets blocked on Pornhub, man, you is one bad motherfucker.
You are one terrible
Yeah.
human being.
Man, I'm still strolling through the comments of YouTube when my StreamYard's still up, and I don't see it anywhere over there.
No, I don't know. I'm checking.
Victor's
No,
taking the brunt.
he's not blocked on my end.
Yeah, I feel bad, man, because I don't know what the hell I did.
I don't know.
Hell, he ain't never did no wrong by me. I mean, hell, every time.
Wait a minute. Jesse, do you have an iPhone?
No, I have an Android.
Oh.
I can go
See-
back on there tomorrow. I'll check it. If I do, I'll unblock him.
See-
If I did, I didn't mean to do it.
All right. Well, that'll work because I know everyone has a block list, but for some reason, I might be wrong because but I can't see my block list on my computer, but I can see it on my iPhone. It's like buried like 3 levels down, but I know how to get to it, and I won't pull it up real quick.
All right,
Make
thanks,
sure-
Razorback. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I hit something or whatever, brother, but if I did, I apologize, and I will fix it tomorrow.
Hmm.
But Saleen, by the way, man, there's I may do it tomorrow. If not, I'm going to do it Saturday. But I know nobody gives a shit or whatever. But my mother-in-law is going to be at the doctor with her sister most of the day Friday, and she has a hair appointment at 4. So there will be no happy hour show Friday for sure.
Oh,
Now, hang on just a minute, Mr. Jesse J.
well, that's disappointing.
You said
That's
something about
disappointing.
nobody gives a
That's
shit.
disappointing.
I give a shit because
I do as well.
No,
Yeah.
I do too.
I
That's
look
my favorite
forward
shit.
to those things, sir.
Yes, I do as well.
I was looking forward to happy hour on Friday.
Yeah, we-
because
Well, I mean, I
was-
could do it later, but the thing about it is Vic and BBD comes on because my mother-in-law her sister had another bad stroke, and
Oh my!
yeah, she's and and then she has a hair appointment at 4, so I'm gonna be here with the kids. So I may do it tomorrow. I don't know, but if not, I'm doing it Saturday at 4 p.m.
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
love
go
happy hour.
Yeah, and we're gonna go an extra hour on Saturday. If I do, we're gonna go 4 to 7.
Oh well, you got to deal with the family. I mean, family first.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Oh no, my family comes first, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, my mother-in-law's sister. Believe it or not, those are the only 2 left in her family, and she ain't doing too good. So, they come first. So, like I said, if I can come home and do it tomorrow, I'll probably do it tomorrow. But it's supposed to rain here Saturday, so I'm thinking maybe from 4 to 7 Saturday. We'll do an extra hour and maybe have I got the unlimited StreamYard now, and maybe have a few extra guests in there.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Let everybody come in and let's talk about the week, and let's talk about spring games and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's
I
crazy
feel
how
left out on the spring games because Florida didn't do one because the swamp is being tied up with something else.
Sir, Florida's so never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Until the cocktail party in this year, I still got bragging rights. So I'm
do.
gonna.
Yes, you do, sir.
Yes, you do.
Florida.
I'm gonna hold on to my bragging rights until you all beat us in the cocktail party.
Man, I'm telling you, when I called you and I texted you, I said, brother, I can't find a damn Florida shirt or whatever. And I bought that little thing and I made that video. I tried not laughing my ass off the whole fucking time because my wife was out there going, are you really going to do this? I said, hell, I got to. I said, hell, I told the man I'd make a video. I was like,
You should have told me, man. I got some spare Florida shirts for you.
yeah, it was all good, man. I had fun making it anyway. I still have the Florida Gator hanging by the fishing net line on my shelf over here. So
Yeah,
And you know, Lou did pay off on the bet that I had with him. We did a helmet for helmet.
right.
And when the Gators won, he said, okay, which helmet do you want? I said, well, I want the blue one that they wore during the season. They hadn't produced it yet. So he said, well, just keep checking. And when they finally make one, send me a link and I'll buy it. And it took about 2-3 months, but they finally produced it. And I sent them the link, and 2 days later, there it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Razorback fan, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go subscribe to my channel and I'll check in on it. That way I can look it up because I don't know what I did or whatever. And if I do, I'll unblock you and I'll make you a mod, my man, because I don't know what the hell I did. Because, I mean, there's sometimes, hell, Slim and Dane and Sea-Dog and Mike Vick can tell you can just hit the mouse one time and you'll never know you did anything to anybody.
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. I don't understand that one guy. That one guy, he makes 3 troll accounts. He comes in and he starts talking shit. And then after the last one, he sends me $5, which I shouldn't have said that.
He's
he's
supporting you.
Yeah, he sends me money and then he disappears. I said, dude, I mean, you weren't being a good participant, but you want to stay in here and comment and stuff. That's fine. I'll tell my mods to leave you be as long as you behave yourself. You can stay. And he disappears on me.
It's somebody that wants to expose somebody for what they're going through. That's all it is. It's somebody
That's all it is, man.
They're digging worms is what they're doing.
Well, okay, but without going into too much detail, because quite frankly, I mean, it's lose my friend, and I'm
yes, lose my friend too.
But
I've
when
talked
did
several times. We just
but okay, Lou was not on. Lou didn't stream Tuesday morning.
No.
But he did the live show Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And there's something going on in his personal side of his life that caused him not to stream Tuesday morning, but he did stream Tuesday night. And then his father calls in and outs him.
No.
Okay.
It's a father calling his son to support him and let him know he's always there for him.
Okay, so something's going on with Lou in his family life that's not good, and that's where I want to leave it right there.
Yeah, and people are so.
I just don't. I don't understand. Did Lou talk about this Tuesday night?
No.
Okay, so Lou didn't talk about it. But his father called in to say he loves him and supports him, which is what a father should do when his son is in pain.
Stop.
And Lou didn't talk about this on his show.
Yeah.
Am I up to speed?
Yeah, people are so worried about other people's lives because
that's the problem, man. It's like the Alan Jackson song. Who's cheating who's being true, and whose car's parked next door. You need to mind your own fucking business, okay?
Exactly. Raj.
You know what I'm saying? Lou's a good friend of mine, and I've talked to him several times, and we just need to drop this because other people's lives is other people's business.
Yeah,
it's none of ours.
Yeah, none
Yeah,
of
on,
ours.
on a much more important topic, I've been trying to figure out for about the past 15 minutes what I was smelling, and I finally figured out what it is because I just passed the sign that said Auburn city limits.
I thought he was going to make a Gator joke. I really did.
Well, I mean, if I was anywhere near Gainesville, maybe. No, I'm
Maybe.
in Auburn.
Gainesville stinks too.
No, it doesn't.
No, me and Slim talked for about an hour today. I was leaving Fort Benning. He said, "Yeah, I got to go to Warner Robins, and when I get done, I got to go through Auburn." I said, "Yeah, go through that shit smelling town. That's perfect timing, Slim."
Man, yeah, Warner Robins is like 15 minutes from me.
Yeah, Atlanta and Miami stink too. So
Yeah.
Hey, I agree. Miami does stink. Good thing they put the University of Miami in Coral Gables. It smells good there.
Yeah, no shit.
All right. I'll give you that.
there you go. Yep, we all stink except Athens. Athens doesn't stink.
Yes, sir. Athens smells.
Athens smells like roses.
Roses, baby.
Athens smells like cheap beer and wasted
Athens
opportunity.
smells
Wasted
victory and
opportunity.
sweet peach meat, son.
Wasted opportunity. Wouldn't Bobby Dodd be no opportunity?
But I tell you though, I think Georgia has all the tools they need this year to. I don't know where the Natty is being played this year,
I don't know.
but they have the tools to walk into that stadium.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Atlanta and Georgia Tech Stadium is a bucket of piss to drown rats in.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Bobby Dodd Stadium is property of the University of Georgia.
Exactly.
Gee. Imagine somebody coming into your house and beating you to death.
Yep.
52-7.
Yeah, that happens. My mom. Every
And I know C Dog and Caleb and Vic and are a little bit too young to remember this movie, but me and Slim and probably JoJo and Dane over here and little bitty these other people here remember that movie Pootie Tang. When they say Pootie Tang comes in and whoops your ass, you can just write off your taxes. That's ass beat number one. Ass beat number two. Well, you know what? That's just getting beat up. You can't write that off on your taxes.
Yeah.
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang.
God, I haven't thought about that movie in decades, man. Well, I do remember the one time that the University of Georgia came a calling to the swamp and probably got stomped.
Oh.
Curb stomped, I believe.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man. I can remember as a kid at Georgia Down, Florida rivalry, cocktail party, boy. Whew. To me, that's the best damn. I'm sorry, man. Everybody can say what they want to. That's the damn best. That's the damn best rivalry in Georgia in college football.
Well,
I think it's definitely
say
one of the better rivalries. It definitely.
I'm gonna say this: until Georgia can get over the hump, Athens still ain't nothing more than Bryant Denny North.
Ooh.
Damn, Slim. I thought we was friends, brother.
Hey, I like to see an underdog come up and do it. I'm rooting for you to do it. I love the underdog story, but until you do it,
I know you're right, brother. I ain't got nothing to say until we get over the fucking hump. There's nothing you can say.
Nope.
I mean, I'll trash talk
That is
with the best
untrue.
of 'em. I'll trash talk with the best of them, but I'll also call out the deficiencies of my own team.
Yeah. 1980. Beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Rebooting.
Now,
I agree with people like Luke
1999.
that 1980 is a dumb argument, but at the same time, that is the goal of college football, and you got to get there at some point.
1980.
Yep.
well, they got there in 17. They got there.
Why everybody watched at home.
True that.
Now,
Hey,
Now, I was
It's
just
so
thinking
funny.
about rivalries. Speaking about rivalries, Jesse, you may not know about this particular rivalry very well, but my father has experienced it many times, and I would like to experience it once myself. And that is the one of the oldest rivalries in college football, and that's Harvard Yale.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, hell, when I grew up, it was Miami, Florida State. and it was like every fucking year, man. It was like all the fucking time.
I want to get some outsiders' opinions on this. I was told by a Sooners fan that Miami Florida State isn't a real rivalry because they haven't played as many times as Texas and Oklahoma have, USC and UCLA.
What?
My ass. Come on, man.
Whatever.
Oh. Miami,
like,
Florida State is a blood rivalry. Come on.
Oh, are you kidding me? That was all it was when I was a kid. I mean, I was born in '81. I mean, when I grew up, it was fucking Miami, Florida State, and then it got big, and then this and that, and then you had Oklahoma, Texas, Ohio State, then Michigan. I mean, you had all these fucking schools come up, and then PDs, I agree, man. Georgia should have at least 4 to 5 natties by now. It just wasn't in our cards, but
yeah,
it's
Now,
fucking crazy, man. Because
Miami, Florida State, Miami and Florida had a rivalry for a good number of years too, and Florida State has always been a good rivalry. But we at Florida knew that our two rivalries with those two schools were second fiddle to Miami, Florida State. I mean, that was the in-state rivalry for a long time.
Yeah.
And
I got told by a Sooners fan, and I was like, it kind of bewildered me.
the fuck does a Sooners fan know about an in-state rivalry with Florida?
All a
Come on,
Sooners
man.
man knows is getting blown out in the playoffs.
Well, say Nebraska had their fucking run. I mean, Nebraska was one of the fucking best teams ever. I mean, they had a long run there. I mean, Oklahoma had their chance, but Oklahoma's is like Georgia. They should. Oklahoma and Georgia should have 4 or 5 natties by now, but they got beat, man. I mean, honestly, you just get fucking beat. I mean, it's just luck of the fucking draw. I mean, there's nothing we can fucking do about
one
it.
natty that Nebraska shouldn't have, but I don't want to open up that can of worms.
I mean,
I think you hit the nail on the head, Jesse, because it people tend to not look at the fact that it takes more than just an elite team to win. It also takes a bit of luck.
Luck is a fucking. I'm telling you, man. Here, I don't know what it is here lately with these natties and these games or whatever. If you really watch college football, man, there is a lot of fucking offense and defense has been a little scale of none. But if you watch a lot of these natties here lately, fucking luck has been 90% of the game. And you know what? That shit fucking happens, man. I mean, Georgia should have won that natty. We should have won that game. We had the best fucking defense. Our offense wasn't that great. Of course, we had, the old Fisher Country boy, talked about this and
Jack
that.
Froome.
Jack Froome. And, what was it? Devontae Smith? He outbeat that corner, man. And it just Pineapple Toboggan he threw a dime. I mean, what the fuck do you expect?
Well, and even beyond just that, I mean, how many years do you think Georgia would have had a shot at a national title under Mark Richt, but their star running back went down with an injury?
Yeah, I mean, that year, that same fucking shit where fucking they barked the clock. Mark Richt sat over there tugging his fucking ear, his earlobes down to his knees, and on top of that, fucking Alabama was curb stomp fucking Notre Dame. I mean, Georgia would have done the same fucking thing to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Notre Dame's been a fucking punching bag for every fucking team that's come through there. And it's embarrassing because they get there, they win all these games, and they get the absolute fucking shit stomped out of them. And it's like, I mean, I don't get it, man, because, there's so many schools that should have so many natties right now, but until fucking Saban retires or whatever the fuck happens to him, I mean, I really do think Georgia's going to have a fucking great year. I honestly do, man. Me and Big Lee and Big Dog Brent, we was all up at the spring game. I honestly, legitimately think we have the shot this year. And if we don't do it this year, I don't see it happening.
I think this is your year, but if they don't, I mean, if they don't get it done this year, you're right. I think I think all the pieces are there for 1 year, but damn, you got to make it happen.
Well, everybody, I've been asked several times, would you rather have a, 2019 LSU year and have maybe 2 or 3 down years, or, would you rather have a 10, 11 win season and have a bowl game and finish 11-1 or 12-1 or what the fuck ever? I want the natty.
Yeah,
I want the fucking natty in Athens. I do. But I don't want to see Georgia's program fall to be the biggest joke in college football.
Mike, something's going on with your microphone, man.
People say, I want that natty. I want that natty. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
no. But do you want to see your college team be the absolute fucking joke and be the basically the laughing fucking stock of college football for the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, if it means winning a natty, then
No, I'm not taking the natty.
Sorry, gentlemen, I had to take a call.
I'm not taking the natty. I would rather have the 11-12 win season and finish in the top 3 and get a good bowl game every year.
But never win a championship. You mean? No, screw that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in
take
LSU. I
natty
wouldn't want to be in
now.
LSU who has a 15-0 season and now suck. I wouldn't want that.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. People say, I want that natty, but but do you want your program to suck for the next 4 to 5 years?
Folks, yeah.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Jesse. Florida ain't going to be no hindrance to Georgia this year.
Like I said, I want the natty in Athens. I want to see us win a natty, but everybody could, like the Morning Wood Show. Would you rather? Would you rather team win a natty and be in the top 10 for the next 10 years and only win 8 games a season and maybe get a top 5 bowl game or whatever? Yeah, that's all great.
Mike, whatever you're doing on man, you're popping back through your microphone pretty bad.
Honestly, at my age, I'll be 40 this year. Honestly, I would probably say, you know what? Fuck it, give me the natty. Just so I can say I can see Georgia win the national championship for 1 year, and we'll take the 4 or 5 years of being 8-3, 9-3, 10-2, get a good bowl game, have a good season. I would take that. But as far as winning the natty and being a shit fucking program for the next 4 or 5 years and not getting no bowl games, no recruiting, I'm not doing that.
Kirby will never have a Georgia Tech season below 500, even or he'll never have a bad season. Bad for Kirby would be 9-3, 8-4. So
even Nick Saban has had 5-7, 6-6 seasons. So yes, every single coach is very well capable.
And I'm not claiming he's God or anything, but the way he recruits.
I hear you, Hoss. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, bud. Now,
the thing.
Go ahead, Slim.
I think Georgia fans are putting the cart before the horse a little bit, and I've even heard Kirby Smart has been a head coach now for what, 5 years?
Yeah,
going on 6 years.
Yeah, going on 6.
Okay, go look at Dabo Swinney year 6. Go look at Nick Saban year 6. Go look at Bob Stoops year 6. Okay, Kirby's much better off year 6 than a lot of these coaches. I think people need to have. I understand the want for a natty. I'd love to see one at Miami, but I understand the process of building a championship team.
It's so undervalued.
Is one thing that has not changed, whether or not people's patience for it have or not.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, see, like I said earlier, a couple of weeks ago, the days of these kids staying in state, going to, Georgia, Clemson, South Carolina, Florida State, it's not happening. These kids are getting the media and the social media, and they're watching these college football games and seeing Alabama absolutely whoop everybody's ass, and everybody wants to go there.
Yeah, we had We had
You
an O
know.
lineman at my high school go to Alabama.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, nobody wants to stay at home no more. David Green, he went to South Gwinnett High School. David Pollock, Shiloh High School. DJ Shockley, Gainesville. I mean, we've had a lot of great guys in state, you know, but those are rare breeds, man. You're not going to find these kids that are going to say, oh, you know, hell, Trevor Lawrence, he was a fucking Tennessee fan. He was an hour from Tennessee, you know, but Tennessee didn't recruit him, you know, so he didn't go to Tennessee. Imagine if he went to Tennessee. How good would Tennessee be right now?
It's a good point.
Nobody ever talks about that. If he went to Tennessee,
I mean, the quarterback is a very important position, yes, but it takes more than just a quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. But if he would have committed to Tennessee, how many people down there in Cartersville, Georgia, Rome, Calhoun, and Rydell, how many of those high schools would have seen Trevor going to Tennessee? How many of those people would have went to the University of Tennessee?
Oh, yeah, he definitely could have been the catalyst.
A fucking lot. That's what I'm trying to say is these kids are following other fucking people, man. That's the problem.
We live in a day and age of following.
Yeah, we don't go to the high school team anymore. We don't stay at home anymore. You know, you live in Georgia. You know, you've always been a Georgia fan, and Georgia doesn't recruit you. You get a little bit of taste in your mouth. You say, "Well, fuck them motherfuckers. They don't want to recruit me. I'm going to Alabama."
Right. If they're not getting recruited by Georgia, then they're probably not getting recruited by Alabama either. So
Yeah, and this O lineman I was talking about from my high school, he had every SEC offer, and I'm sure he took Alabama because they're Alabama. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's Alabama. It's the brand. It's the name.
No,
It's not because he's here in Georgia.
That's not necessarily true because Amari Cooper's from Miami, never received a scholarship offer from Miami, and it straight up said in an interview if he had gotten one, that's where he would have went instead of Alabama. How do you not? How does somebody in your backyard, literally, you don't like that? You don't give a scholarship offer to?
yeah, how many stars was he?
Yeah.
I've been asking that question myself, Slim.
Stars.
Deshaun Watson, Gainesville, Georgia, 35 minutes from here. Georgia never looked at him. Cam Newton, same fucking way. You think it? They never. No. They want to do this and they want to do that, but at the same time, they're going to go where they want to play, and it's going to be in their system and what they want to fucking do.
Ironically, Cam Newton ended up at Florida.
Yeah, he played there one fucking year,
Yeah,
and he went to JUCO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we kicked him out for theft.
Yeah.
But he was a freshman. He started behind Tebow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, Florida is Thug U, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. And Georgia runs as lily white, pure as the New York New Driven Snow program. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, we've had our fair share up here.
Stop it, Mike. You make yourself look funny.
Yeah, you're right, JoJo. I'm telling you, man, that brand sells itself to the fucking recruits, man. It's not like back in the day, man. That movie, what's that damn movie with the the Arkansas guy, the offensive tackle, or what's his name, Brian something, whatever. That movie Stronger on Netflix. You know that dude was a hardcore Arkansas fan.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He ended up dying in a car accident and got drafted by the Colts or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't find that anymore. Watch that movie if you want to watch it. It's called Stronger on Netflix. Yeah, watch it. That shit is awesome.
Talking about the brand of Alabama, I would imagine that pre-COVID visits or recruitment visits, Nick Saban probably wouldn't have to say anything. He just shows up at your door, and you say, "Oh, Nick Saban, you want me?" He says, "Yeah."
Yeah, he shows up with them fucking however many rings on his finger, and he just knocks on the door like this. He shows his hands, and next thing you know, you signing the damn papers to go to Alabama.
He just got to show you his hand, and then he says, "You want one?"
Exactly.
You know what, though? I actually think that's a terrible argument, personally, because who was it? I think I was talking to Ballard about this yesterday. You look at all these players that have come through Alabama, all these great 4 and 5 star players, and with the exception of a handful, they're all bust at the next level.
Yep. Oh, Brian Bullsworth, JoJo, that's his name. I just remembered it.
Yeah, I think there's actually a really good argument to be made that as hard as Nick Saban pushes to win national titles year in and year out, those guys are wore out by the time they get to the NFL.
Yeah, so there are a lot of them are bust. You
Yeah,
make a good point.
The damn rubber's done worn off of them.
Yeah.
But, hey, Saleen, off the top right quick, you watch a lot of YouTube, whatever. There's a show on YouTube called Graveyard Cars. You need to watch that. It's a guy named Mike Warman. And
I've watched Graveyard Cars for years.
Oh yeah, that shit is awesome as hell, man. I watched the final season yesterday.
Oh, he's finally given up on the show?
No, it's coming back out. Like I said, I watched it yesterday, but that's a good one.
I haven't seen it in a little while. I basically stopped watching TV for the most part. But the last season I saw,
Slam would like that show. Slam, you need to watch that Graveyard Cars, man. He restores all those old Dodges, Hemis and Plymouths and the Barracudas and shit. It's awesome as hell.
His painter irritates me.
Talking about Mike?
Yeah, is that his name, Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
He's looking less and less like a painter and more like a bear.
Yeah. Oh, Mike.
I love classic Mopars, and as much of a Mopar fan as I am, my dream car has been and always will be a 1970 Chevelle SS.
Oh yeah, get those Chevelle, get those. Yeah, I like a Chevy Super Sport myself.
No. Okay,
Hey,
well, whatever.
That Chevelle was a bad boy. Especially with that big block 454 in it.
Oh yeah, the LS6.
Yeah, the LS6. Yeah, I've always liked the Novas myself.
There's a really good website I used to look at when I was younger and dream. It was called DuPont Registry. It had like islands and stuff for sale. I found a car that it was a 1970 Chevelle frame up restoration. I got to read in the description about it. Mike Allstott Chevelle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember DuPont Registry. They have a place in Tampa, DuPont Registry. You know, they do cars and coffee up there. Great show. Lots of really nice cars up there.
Right. Hey, I don't know if y'all big wrestling fans or whatever, but A&E last week they premiered. They premiered the. It's like a 9-part documentary, and the first one was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Y'all need to go on A&E and watch that thing. I watched it earlier, and it's the best 2 hours you've ever seen in your life, man.
Jojo Bugs, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate it. He says, Miss Bugs said for me to ask you, meaning me, I guess, if you know about the subscription box called Watch Gang. Yes, I know about Watch Gang. Simply put, do not do it. Watch Gang is a bottomless pit of garbage. You will waste your money.
Well,
if you want to talk watches, you know, and you have a budget in mind, I could name you a half dozen watches in pretty much any price range you want to talk about. There will be solid pieces that will look good. They'll perform well. They're usually backed by really good folks. Watch Gang is crap. Don't do subscription services to watches. It will end badly for you, and you will waste your money.
Well, gentlemen, I have to run. I'm gonna head to church, and I'll see y'all later.
Hey, Caleb, before you leave, your GoFundMe is up to $31.69 now. Got you, hopefully putting the link in here got you a little more money.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Anytime you want to come back in and drop that link, you just let me know.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, Raj, Caleb, call me,
Yeah,
buddy,
Raj,
or text me.
yeah.
Let me know what's going on, bud.
I will, man. Yeah, Raj. Y'all be good.
Have a good time, man. Rick Sanchez has a good suggestion for a dream car, 69 Eleanor. That would be a Mustang for those of you who don't speak Gone in 60 Seconds. I don't think they put a 429 in it. Oh, yeah, they did. Sorry. Yeah. But a 69 Eleanor Mustang wouldn't be a bad choice for me. But then again, I can't think of too many Mustangs I wouldn't want to own.
Yeah, I ain't no Ford man, but that's a nice car. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, I would personally love to get my hands on a 71 Mach 1 with a 429 Super Cobra jet. That would be a hell of a nice car. A little big, a little heavy, but good cruiser. And with that 429 big block under the hood, it's going to step out real nice.
See, I'm by far more a truck person than I am a car person. But like to me, the '55 Ford F100 is just absolutely a gorgeous truck. I'm also a big fan of the original Dodge Power Wagon, the 1945 Power Wagon.
Yes, sir. I was about to say
yeah.
original Power Wagon. Yep.
Man, that thing looked mean just standing still.
Well, see, I love the. I'm not a big Chevrolet person, never have been. But I used to love. You remember the Fall Guy? Those square body Chevrolets with the dual lights on it, jacked up on 33s. I used to love them Chevrolets, man. I don't know what it is about them. I even like the ones that are not even four-wheel drive. I like the two-wheel drive ones myself. Even when they lower and put Corvette rallies on them. To me, those are the best looking Chevrolets you can get. And then when they made Slim, what model was it? Was it 93, 94, 95 when they made the 454s? I think it was like 92 to 94, 95 when they made those 454s. You want the 5 in them?
SS?
Yeah, they made the 454 SS. They only came in two colors, red and black.
Yeah, that was early 90s, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 92 to 94, 95 or whatever. Oh, man, my stepdaddy had two of them bastards, and I swear to God, I thought those were the biggest, baddest trucks in fucking – I mean, they were just awesome as hell. But, I mean, I've always been a Dodge guy myself. Like I said, I mean, when I turned 15, I had a 94 Dodge, and then when I turned 17, I got a 97 Dodge. And, you know, I had a Chevrolet one time, but pretty much I've always had Dodges, man. You know, I showed you that picture. I had that Corvette. I had that old C5.
Now I saw a video the other day, yesterday, sorry. It was called L88 Explosion. And I clicked on it because I thought it was going to be, you know, like a video of L88's L88 Corvette literally exploding. But I don't know if anybody remembers the L88 Corvette. But what it turned out to be was a Corvette show, and it was just a parade of Corvette after Corvette after Corvette, all with the L88 427 motor in it, and they had you know, that was mostly the second generation, the 67 Corvette, which was a great looking car. But I love the old C3s, the 68, 69, 70 model, before they put the idiot bumpers on them and everything. And the C3 Corvette for me, I'm not a Chevy fan by any stretch of the imagination. if somebody handed me a C3 Corvette, especially the early ones before they ruined them with the bumpers and everything,
right.
That to me is the prettiest Corvette that ever was.
Yeah, well, see, what got me hooked on the cars was that movie, The Wraith. Have y'all ever seen that with Charlie Sheen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
you know that
yeah.
car,
Man.
that they used in the Wraith was actually a prototype Dodge Daytona.
That Dodge Daytona, yeah. That's what made me fall in love with Dodge, and I used to love that shit. You know, those old L8 Corvettes you're talking about. You know, I think there was only like 200 something built or whatever.
L88 was a fairly rare motor.
Yeah, it was like 67 to maybe 70 or something or whatever. They didn't build that damn many of them. And
well, they were very expensive motors too.
Right. They had the look of a futuristic car, and they had all these mods on them. You know, electric windows, pop up back glasses, and shit. Mm-hmm. It was crazy, man. How movies back in the 80s and late 80s made these fucking cars sell like that, you know.
I always wish they had put that Wraith car into production. That thing would have sold really well.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, that thing would have sold like crazy, man.
But
that thing was a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, it was a special. I think it was supercharged. Actually,
yeah, supercharged M4-cylinder.
Yeah. But can you name? I bet you could, Jesse. But can you name the rarest Corvette of all?
Shit, I have no idea, brother.
69 Corvette ZL1. Now, when you say ZL1 nowadays, everyone thinks that supercharged motor that they made and all that. But ZL1 back then was a all aluminum 427 V8. It cost about, I think the option was somewhere near $1,000, which is almost a quarter of the price of the car. It was probably a 600 horsepower motor. They only made two. Only two.
You said, what'd you say? What year was it?
69.
Yeah, because I remember my uncle's a huge fucking Corvette and Chevrolet person. And he had a 67 L88. And it was like 20 out of 20 they produced or whatever.
Yeah. They didn't make a lot of L88s. They were a piece of a motor.
Yeah, right. And what's bad is they were auctioned out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And I remember my uncle bringing home one. And, I don't think he's dead and gone now, but he used to love them damn Corvettes, man. He had a Stingray. He had, buku's fucking Chevrolet old Chevrolet trucks and shit. And he had an old Power Wagon. You remember those old K5 Blazers?
Yeah.
Old Chevrolet K5 Blazers? Yeah, he loved them damn things. Yeah. But I just never got into Chevrolets, man. I just always loved Dodge. I don't know what it was. My grandpa had a Dodge. He had an old damn 3-speed on the column Dodge Power Wagon.
You ever watch a TV show called Gears?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, you know that Stacey David, the host of that show, started building a Power Wagon. He eventually built it in something called Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, you talking about that big old ass army truck?
Yeah, big old silver one now.
Yeah, big old silver one. Yeah.
But that started out as a power. That actually started out as a Power Wagon that he said he pulled out of a field and got it, and he just did it as a show to show how the steps you need to do to get a car or truck that's been sitting for years and years. The steps you need to do to get the thing running. He actually got it running, but he built it into that monster.
Slim, you getting your truck ready, bud?
I got the that little Dodge back up and running again. It ain't sitting on a flat tire no more. I honestly, I'm gonna keep driving it probably till that motor goes and that's when I'll take that thing off the road and start tinkering with it.
You know, I was thinking of you, Slim, and Jesse when I saw this video a few days ago. Have you heard of the Ghoul?
No.
No, I ain't heard of it. No.
No. Okay. Well, you know what the Dodge Demon is, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Imagine the
I'll
Demon.
Google that right quick.
The Demon on steroids. They actually produced this car. They actually are going to only make 100 of them. Did you hear about? Have you heard of the Elephant?
I have. Yeah, that 1,000 horsepower crate motor.
Yeah. Well, they took 100 of those Elephants and put them into I think they're all going to be Challengers.
Holy shit, that is a
And they're
bad
going to call it the Ghoul.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Hang on one second.
Mm-hmm.
God, that is a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm gonna
ridiculous.
you know what? I'm gonna try and find the. Can you put the link in the chat,
Hang on.
Jesse?
Hang on one
You're a
second.
mod. You should be able to put something in the chat.
Okay, let me go here do I have to go to my Google page and type it in?
No way. Okay, never mind. I can do it from here. Hang on. Let me.
I got it on my phone. That's why I was like,
No, don't do it on the phone. It'll screw up. Hang on. I'll put it up here in.
God, that is a bad bitch, man. Holy shit.
1,000 horsepower with a VIN number. Picture that.
There it is right there. That is a bad motherfucker right there, boy. Yeah, I seen it was 1,000 horsepower. I was like, God damn. I was like, motherfucker.
That's ridiculous.
I found the video that I saw. It's only about a 4-minute video.
Yeah, the one I got on here is about 4 minutes long. It says it's starting at $200,000.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that motor by itself got to be a quarter of that price.
The motors go for about 30,000 as crate motors.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the link in there. But well, they're only going to set. I guess they're going to do the Challenger. No, they're just doing the Charger. Okay. Wide body Charger, 1,000 horsepower Elephant.
Yeah, go to Knockout 360. Knockout 360. He's a guy who just bought one. I'm on his YouTube right now.
Yeah, yeah. So I saw this video and I thought to myself, man, I bet Slim would love to put one of those things in his truck.
Yeah, show it, man, because that's a bad boy.
Man, let me tell you something. It's going to be hard enough trying to figure out how to get the rear tires to lock up with 700 horsepower.
Yeah, the Hellcats are traction limited already. And I know somebody locally who owns a Demon says I cannot keep rear tires on this car. And he's running, and you know, I mean, those things come with I think the Demons came with I think they're Nitto drag radials already.
But no,
And
it came with
I
regular.
know it's too cold out there, son.
But the drag radials were a $1 option that you could add to it. Like the passenger seat was a $1 option you could add to it.
Well,
Yeah,
I know for a fact that this guy locally is running Mickey Thompson drag radials, which are, I mean, it's basically a drag slick with a pair of grooves running parallel to each other. I mean, they are bare minimum for street.
God, that is a bad bitch right there. Oh my God!
And he can't keep he can't get the rear end plant on that car. He's tried everything he can think of, and I said,
Look at that damn logo, man.
how about keeping your foot out of it?
Look at that damn Ghoul logo. That is a bad bitch right there.
I mean, believe me, I've had second thoughts about putting
God
a motor
almighty.
in the pickup, trying to figure out how I'm going to get the rear end to grab.
Well, I guess you could put bags of cement in the truck bed. I don't know. I
Jeez.
don't know. A
believe
1,000
me.
horsepower on the street is on street tires. That's got to be a bitch.
Oh, my wife's already beat me down the door she wants one of them damn Jeep track hawks. She's been beating me to death for the past 2 fucking weeks.
She wants a Trackhawk?
Oh yeah.
That's a Hellcat motor.
Yeah. She wants to ditch the van. And I just bought you that damn van a year ago, and one of them damn girls at work's got a damn black damn Jeep track hawk, and she's wanting one now. And I was like, God damn, all right.
I would love a Hellcat Red Eye or I mean, you can make a Hellcat or a Hellcat Red Eye do 1,000 horsepower. What do you do to its longevity? But you can modify a current Hellcat or a Demon to 1,000 horsepower. It's not that hard.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, I've seen people take those 2JZ Toyotas out of the Toyota Supras from the late 90s and pull 1,300 horsepower out of those things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And what's up
What's
there?
bad is they sound like V8s.
What's up there, Mr. Tennessee Mike? One of my watch buddies is here, so everyone be nice to Tennessee Mike, please.
Tennessee Mike, what's up, my man? Yeah, my buddy's got an old Yoda, a 4-wheel drive Yoda, one of them, like you talking about one of them super fucking motors in it. And that dude, it sounds like a damn V8, man. You can't tell it's fucking nuts how you can modify them and make them fucking sound like it. It's like Jesus Christ, and he will smoke your ass on 33s, man. And you're like, how in the fuck does a little goddamn motor like that sound like a V8 and fucking whoop your ass?
And believe me, that was the first thought that went through my mind, because that Dakota stock has got the V6 in it. And I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, okay, because I looked it up. You can buy those 2JZs, have them shipped from Japan, motor, transmission, ECU, for $1,500-$1,600.
Right.
And I mean, like I said, that's a motor that you can pull untold amounts of power out. Hulk Hogan's son, when he wrecked his car, it was a Toyota Supra.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's too bad. But that was a fucking tragedy, that whole thing.
Yeah.
That kid should have gone away for a while.
Here's the number one thing, and people time and time again never ask the question. Why would parents put your son behind the wheel of a 800 plus horsepower vehicle?
I remember when I lived in Georgia. I lived in Georgia. I was at a car show up in Dalton. I think it was Dalton. I was at a car show up there. And a guy walks up to me and he says, "So you're the guy?" I said, "What? Shit." I'm thinking I'm dead meat here up here in redneck heaven. And he pulls me over to his car and he points to it and he says, "I have one just like yours." And I looked down at it and it was the same car as mine, same color. So it was a Saleen. I looked at the serial number on the bumper. It said 280. And I said, "Oh my God, I almost bought this car." And I'm looking at the driver. He's a 17-year-old kid. Mommy and Daddy bought that car for him. The difference between that car and mine was that was the Saleen Supercharger 2, which they wanted $7,000 more for the car, and it only made 350 horsepower, which was to me kind of weak for $7,000 more.
Is that the kid that you're talking about wrapped around a tree?
Yeah, he wrapped that sumbitch around a tree, got drunk, wrapped it around a tree.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
Pissed
that.
me off.
Yeah.
He turned that car into a hunk of slag, and his parents bought him a Corvette.
Must be nice.
Yeah, must be fucking nice.
That actually does raise a good question, though, to something you brought up earlier. Can you still call your car a Saleen even though it doesn't have the Saleen motor in it?
Yes.
Because like you said, that's a Cobra motor in it, so shouldn't it be a Cobra?
Well, okay, you got to understand how Saleen does what they do. What they, for the most part, except for certain Saleen models, for the most part, the motors are Ford motors. They're unmodified, or they're either unmodified or very lightly modified. In the case of my car, the only changes Saleen made to the motor was a pulley kit, a cold air kit, and a catback system, and they flashed the computer. But for emissions purposes, the car was an unmodified or lightly modified Ford Mustang. It still passed emissions. It was still warranted by Ford. So Saleen, in 90% of the cars that are Saleen Mustangs, and this goes all the way back to 1984, are unmodified or lightly modified Mustangs, as far as the motor's concerned.
Okay, so I was thinking that they did the same thing, basically like the Shelbys. You know, they built the car, handed it over to Carroll Shelby, and said, "Do your magic."
Well, yes, Saleen, Roush, Shinoda, Highland, and Steeda all did the same thing. They bought Mustangs from Ford. They modified them to whatever extent they did, and they sold them back to Ford for resale. So now the like, for instance, the Saleen Extremes that were built around my vintage Saleen, with Saleen motors, not Ford motors, but Saleen built motors. The S351s were Saleen built motors. The SA10s, 20s, 30s, the anniversary cars, those were Saleen built motors. They're different. But the fact that my car has a Saleen ID, Saleen tag on it, Saleen serial number on it, even though I've changed the motor and the transmission, it's still considered a Saleen. And Saleen did make Cobra. They did make some Saleen Cobras, but they're very rare.
Right.
But
Okay,
yes, my car, even though I've modified it extensively, is still considered a Saleen.
Well, like I said, I was working under the assumption that it was either, a Saleen motor, because I heard about the one that they put an actual Saleen motor in, or like it had been done like the Yanko Camaros, like the Shelby things had been sent to Saleen, and they added a whole bunch of their performance parts to it.
Yeah. Well, it is like that, but it just depended on which model Saleen you bought, dictated how much modification they did. For example, that Saleen that kid killed by trying to take a tree down with it, had a 2-valve Ford GT motor in it, but Saleen took off the intake and everything and put a supercharger on it, and then sold it back to Ford and Ford sold it as a supercharged Saleen Mustang.
All right, sorry, muted right quick. I'm gonna go eat supper, guys. Ethan come down and said, made me cook salmon biscuits. So I said, hell yeah, I'm coming up and get me one.
Yeah, it's about time for me to get off anyway. I got to go eat something myself.
Yeah. My mother-in-law made salmon biscuits for supper. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go over and get me one of them. But yeah, I'll holler at y'all later, Slim. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Rope, Trucker Bud, Pops. I love you, my man. And
thank you for the PayPal too.
Oh no, sir. Hey, when I meet you again, you just buy me a cold beer. How about that?
I'll do that.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all later.
See you. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there, Slim. So thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on. We'll talk it all y'all later.
All right, man. And as for everyone in the chat, Huffer Billy, thank you for the super chat, for the PayPal, I should say. And there were a couple of Jojo, thank you for the super chat. And I know there was another one somewhere in here. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, it went off the screen there. Anyway, but thank you to Vodka Drinker. He showed up. I didn't see him show up, but he was in here. Pizza Woman, Rick Sanchez, Jojo, Caleb was in here. Albert Sancho's in here. P Digits. Thank you to all the trolls for showing up, of course. We always appreciate the trolls. Who else was in here? Big Dog Brett. The champ was here. Rack Dog was here. Ken Spear was here for a little bit. Appreciate him. Steve Pearson was here. Mike Vick was here. Definitely appreciate all the folks showing up. Had fun again. Once again, sorry for starting a little late. Hope that didn't throw anybody off, but had to be family first, But I'll see you all next week. I've got some really good videos coming up pretty soon, so look for those. But thanks for being here. Spend some time with the old man. Y'all have a good rest of the evening.